Hello, my name is Hunter. I am going to talk about how cults have been targeting innocent people and pretty much messing with their lives for a narrative that leads people astray and leads people to hate each other, to divide everybody so that nobody will get together and pretty much love each other. I am a person that loves everybody. I don't care about race, skin color, or if you're a female or a male. I love everybody. And I'm a very bubbly person. And I found out that a cult has been targeting me job to job because they know that I know what they're doing. And they're trying to make me look like I'm some kind of unstable person by passing false rumors around, getting people to not talk to me and not communicate with me because they know that I know who they are and what they're doing. Honestly, it's this is crimes against humanity. People are being pretty much mentally tortured, and in my opinion, the internet has a lot to do with it. I mean, if you go on the internet and look at all these memes, they're literally just pretty much burning images into your minds so you'll think a certain way. And it's gotten everybody led astray and pretty much making it to where people are attacking each other. Now, at this job that I'm at right now, I pretty much, I kind of sat back and watched how people were treating each other, and I found out that the managers were all a part of this community that has been targeting me. And when I found out about them, they started acting very strangely toward me, and they eventually left. And what's weird to me is they pretty much left the state. And when this new manager came in on day one, I was there for him. I pretty much, I told him, look, I know how it is taking over a store and everything. If you need help or you need hours to fill, I'll fill right in for you and I'll help you out. And I found out that he was pretty much talking behind my back for no reason. And then I found out the reason. And he literally, I don't even know what to call them, cronies, his cult members, pretty much like surrounded me. Three people surrounded me and tried to, well, pretty much told me, they're a part of what's been targeting me for years. Pretty much, trying to make me feel small, pretty much telling me, like, you're never going to live comfortably unless I join them. And I don't have hate, and I told them this, I don't have hate in my heart. I love everybody. And the fact that they pretty much showed me that, and I've already been shown it in the past and everything. It's not anything new. But they pass these false rumors around about me, trying to destroy my image. Every time I try to communicate with people, they pretty much cut right in and cut me off and then pretty much gang stalk me. No, they are gang stalking me, gaslighting me. And I don't know why they're doing it. And it was very quiet the other day because I'm pretty sure they think I'm talking behind their back. And I'm just keeping to myself. And it bothers them that I keep to myself and I stay quiet. Because then they can't really use anything to attack me. And I started wearing a body camera to work, and they did not like that. So instead of telling me things to my face or nearby me to plant these nasty seeds in my head, they pretty much they'll mess up my delivery orders on purpose to quote unquote irritate me, to frustrate me. And I just, I correct the order. And they don't like it when I say anything about it. They don't like it when I correct them on the mistakes they made. They make a huge deal out of it. And I'm very nice about it. I may be stern in my voice when I say it, but they don't like when I do that. Because they think they're all supreme. And I'm just sitting here thinking, well, I'm making things go smoother. You're trying to mess it up to mess with somebody's mind for no reason. It's crimes against humanity. And this is happening everywhere. Not just to me. There's a lot of people that are going through this that just want to live their lives comfortably. A lot of people just want to come to work and go home. And they're not being allowed to do that. Either because they know something or they don't completely agree with the person next to them, or for whatever reason. They're hurting innocent people's lives. Pretty much like controlling their pay, holding out on people's hours, not giving people either the hours they need or the money they need. And what contradicts their whole situation is they're losing managers, they're losing employees. The staff, we are always understaffed. And they want to sit there and try to bully people into positions or pretty much grooming. Is that, I hope that's the right word for it, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to groom people. And it's messed up. And they sit here and wonder why, nobody wants to work with them. Why everybody's either checking out or, leaving. And then I hear all this stuff about, like, people aren't hiring the younger generation anymore. Blaming them for, not being good workers. No, you're literally mentally abusing innocent people, and people don't like that. They don't listen to what the employees want. They don't care. And then you got these older people, or the people that do stay in work, that do become part of this crony organization, that are getting super burnt out because they're the ones that have to work those shifts that nobody else wants to work. Like, if you treated people with respect, you'd probably get respect back. Like, I just find it so funny that I was the only one at the store that pretty much was lending a helping hand. And this is at like most of my jobs. I'm the only one that actually came in and cared about work. And yet they want to go behind my back and pass false rumors around about me because they think I'm going around and talking about them. Like, no, people just want to. Some people just want to come to work and go home. A lot of people don't like drama, and that's what you're dragging into all of this. Because you want to be a supreme person, some kind of supremacy. You're gonna lose your business. And it just baffles me how relentless they are. Because they think that these mental abuse, bullying tactics are going to work out in their favor eventually. No, you're going to be pretty much in that store alone. And then the higher ups are going to have to come in because they can't find anybody that wants to work. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to work for, I guess people would call it a narcissist. Nobody wants to be targeted. And then you mess with people's pay in order to, I guess, keep the power. And you think that's it. They want people to pretty much get back into the grind. They want people to grind out work and everything to make their money. But if you are literally gaslighting your employees, they're not going to want to grind. And the thing about it is like, why am I being targeted? I work hard. I come into work and I do my job, and I do a great job. And a part of me thinks it's because they don't want me to know my worth, which I already do. They don't want me to know my worth, so they try to make me feel worthless. I get job offers all the time. And they pretty much try to paint a picture of me that isn't true to try and scare me. Pretty much say, oh, well, if you try to get another job, like, they literally told me that they're going to be at every place I go to. Well, what are you trying to do? Give me PTSD? Yeah. Maybe if you respected your employees, you would have good, hard-working, loyal people. Because I've been the only one here that has been kind and loyal. And I get treated the worst. Every time I try to communicate with somebody, they come in or they walk right in behind me and they go to that person and start passing these false rumors around about me, trying to paint a picture of me that isn't true. Because they think that's what I'm doing to them. And I don't do that. I don't like drama. And it got real quiet the other day because the store manager pretty much came up to me and it's just like, don't talk about me. And I was like, you're the only person I talk to. And his eyes got wide. Because he knew that he fucked up. He knows he's fucking up. Sorry about my language. It's you know, I don't like to cuss. But he knew he messed up. talking about money missing from the store and then looking at me like I've done it. I don't steal. I don't hurt people. I do nothing but love and care for people. And if they would give me all my money in my paycheck that's rightfully mine, that I worked hard for, I would share it with the employees. They don't want me to do that either. It's like, if you try to do good things, then you're pretty much targeted and attacked. If you have empathy, you're targeted and attacked. If you love and care for people, you're targeted and attacked. Like, what gives? What is that all about? Trying to manipulate somebody's emotions to make them look like somebody that they're not. Destroying their image. Like, I don't know how these people sleep at night. How could they even look in the mirror? I just it baffles me that that's what we've come to. And I noticed it increase. I mean, this has been, ongoing for years, but I noticed it like even more after the pandemic. Like, people literally attack you. And it's mostly the people that just come to work and go home. That don't want any trouble, that don't want any issues. People attacking each other because of their race or their gender. They're dividing us. They don't want people to get along. They want people looking at each other, because then if people if people come together and stand up to this, we would get what we want. And they don't want that. Cuz they want to make their millions of dollars in these companies and everything. But they don't want to share it. It's greed. Greedy divisiveness. Like, I will never forget when one of the employees came up to me and was just like telling me, oh, that the store's in harmony. And I was like talking to all the people and like communicating with the team and doing like we were all doing a great job and everything. Everybody was happy and laughing. And he said that, and not even a week later, pretty much passed all these rumors around to destroy that harmony. Got people to stay silent. Got people to do less at work. Like, these companies want more money, but you don't want happy employees. It showed me they don't want peace and harmony. Showed me they're bullies. And the thing about it is if I talk, they pass all these rumors around about me. And if I don't talk, they pass all these rumors around about me. But what bothers me the most is, like, people, once they hear a false rumor, like, they don't even come up to you and ask you, about the situation. They just, I guess they want to go along with the crowd. And then whenever they find out that it was all a lie, They feel super guilty about it. And then they pretty much try to find something that you're doing wrong because they know what they're doing is wrong. It's like a cycle. It's abusive. People just want to go to work so they can make a living. And a lot of these people, these cults, are dividing people to turn against each other, to make people angry at each other. And then behind the scenes, they're messing with their pay, or they're cutting their hours, or they're pretty much defaming each other so that they can do these things behind the scenes. Because if you're more focused on what such and such said, you're not going to focus on, looking at your pay stubs and calculating how much you're, getting in your check. It's a control tactic, and it's wrong. And then, one day they'll come up and be super nice to me, and then the next day they're like throwing shade my way. And it's usually days that they know that I could go and get like an interview or something because they don't want me to leave. They don't want a lot of these people to leave. So they try to stress them out, make them tired, make them depressed, so that they'll continue to come to work. To me, it doesn't make sense. Like, if I'm happy, if I'm bubbly, and I'm having a good time at work, that's going to make me want to stay. But with me, they know that I know the truth. They know that I know what's going on. And they don't, I mean, why would they like that? And that's why they gang stalk me. That's why they pass these rumors around about me, so that nobody will believe what I say. Because they know I know the truth. They know I know what's going on. And then they have bad karma. And then they blame me for their bad karma. It's wrong. That's like gatekeeping somebody's life. And these people in the past have literally told me they were holding a piece of cheese in front of my head, while threatening my life, threatening my family's life, threatening to burn down my house, trying to silence me. Trying to make me look like somebody that I'm not. And the thing about it is I'm irritating them because they don't like that they're not affecting me the way that they want it to affect me. Because if what happened to me was done to anybody else, like, people would literally, like, beg them to stop. They would literally probably freak out. And it bothers them because I come to work and, I'll say what's up to everybody, ask them how they're doing. But then after that, I'm focused on work. I do what I need to do. I get my stuff done. And they don't like that because I'm not stopping and having conversations with anybody so that they can use what I say against me. Because that's what they do. If I tell them anything, they'll try to either twist my words and use it against me, Or they'll make me sound like or feel like what I said was wrong. They literally surrounded me and told me who they were. And that's why they're passing false rumors around about me, is so that nobody will believe me. It's abusive. Shame on them. And I just have it in my heart that justice is coming. Justice for the injustice that they've done to people. I just feel it in my heart. It's coming. People know what's going on. Why do you think a lot of people are coming to work silent? We all know what's going to happen to you all. There's only so long that you can do this to people and get away with it. And I'm sure they were doing it for years. Decades, maybe. But people are finally starting to wake up and realize that what these people are doing is wrong. Trying to gatekeep somebody's life and pretty much stopping them from moving forward in life unless you quote unquote comply. It's sick. It's very sickening. And the fact that they think they can get away with something like that. Like, I can tell you this, most people would work twice as hard if you just let them live their lives comfortably. Instead of doing these psychological mind games on people, trying to destroy their image. It's wrong. And in a sense, I think they know it's coming. And I forgive them. I love everybody. And I've told these people I love them. I'm not shy. I don't hide that. I don't hide that I love and care for people. That's who I am. It's always who I've been. But I'm sure they're telling people the opposite. Like, the store manager came up to me, like, talking about, like, oh, I want to rule the world. Like, implying that that's how I thought. Like, no. I just looked at him and I was like, some people just want to live comfortably. And he didn't like that I said that. Because it hurts his narrative against me. And it just, like I said, it baffles me because I've been the most loyal person to him. Been very kind and loving. Helping him fill in shifts that needed to be worked. And then I'm there when nobody else is. And then he goes around passing these nasty rumors around about me. And I know why he's doing it. He's doing it because he said some nasty sexual things around me. And he snapped and yelled out of nowhere. And I'm pretty sure he's going around saying that that's what I'm doing. He's a narcissist. That's what they do. And he also didn't like, whenever they surrounded me, pretty much trying to bully me to comply, the next day I came in and told him I slept very well, and I did. Didn't like that. Your mind games, they're not working anymore. Why do you think most of your managers have left? Why do you think most of your employees don't stay? They keep leaving. It's you. You're pushing them away. You're pushing them to the point where they don't want to be around a sick, mentally ill person. And then they get nervous when everybody's quiet. It was so quiet the other day. It was so quiet. Because he knows what he did is wrong. And he thinks he can get away with it. It's wild. This is happening everywhere. The only thing that bothers me is nobody's talking about it. Because they're being silenced. More people need to talk about what's happening. So we can get to the bottom of it so that we can stop with all the abuse that people are going through. People should not have to go anywhere and be abused by these people that think they're all high and mighty. So, more people need to speak out. Thank you.